This genuinely changes everything for the Toronto Raptors. Of course, Jakob Poeltl has been selected by the front office, by Masai, by Bobby Webster to be the center for this Toronto Raptors team moving forward, despite all of the rumors. And Darko Rajaković has relied on him to be the anchor for this team's defense, to be a finisher around the basket. He is so crucial to what this team is doing, and a lot of Raptors fans are really happy with him and the progress he's made, even just this season, late in his career. But one thing we saw tonight, and yes, the Toronto Raptors did lose. We'll talk about the game. We'll talk about everything that went down. But there was one thing that may have been missed, may have been overlooked. People may not have been watching the game, which frankly might feel like something small, but genuinely changes how we can view, how we can get excited, how we can sort of look at Jakob Poeltl's expected development heading into this summer. Because tonight, he just did something I've never seen him do before. So we're going to break it all down out here in this video. But before we do that, folks, we have an exciting announcement as March Madness. The brackets are live here now at this point. So if you guys want to join our free to play, you can join in. It's completely free to sign up. March Madness bracket. You can see on the Digest pool. Download the Hot Takes app. You have a chance to win over $35,000 in prizes, and it's a smaller pool, so you have a real chance to win. So make sure to check out the link in the description, as well as you can use the QR code and use the referral code Digest to get some exclusive perks. And join us for our very, very exciting March Madness challenge. I mean, folks, you guys are signed. Everyone here watching is going to be excited to do it up a March Madness bracket. So make sure to do it in a pool where you can get some fun returns. You can compete with all of the Digest channels and have a ton of fun. So definitely check out the link down below. Helps us out a ton if you guys sign up, use code Digest. But let's dive into it, because frankly, I've never seen this from Jakob Poeltl, and it's something a lot of Raptors fans have been calling for. And you can see in the stat line, we'll show the actual clip, but basically, Jakob Poeltl tonight, his stats, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. You're like, oh, okay, that's a solid Jakob Poeltl game. But look at that sort of 1-for-1 from the three-point line. Look at that thing right there. Now, you might say, oh, was it a late second? Was it a last second shot? What was Jakob Poeltl doing at that point? Did he hoist up a three? No, that was not the case. That was not what happened. What happened will get Raptors fans even more excited. Like, genuinely should be amped up about this. As in tonight's game, Jakob Poeltl let it fly early in the shot clock from the corner. Now, it rattled in. It was like a Kawhi sort of corner shot. But Jakob Poeltl, I play it again. Limited hesitation, let it fly out there from the corner and shot that thing with some confidence. And of course, the Toronto Raptors are at a point in the year, they're at a point in their season where it's a reality. They're trying to capture the flag. I know some people are saying different things because we've been winning games. If you've been watching a second of these basketball games, you could tell by the rotations, by who's in the lineup, who's out of the lineup, that the Toronto Raptors are trying to lose these games at the end of them. The players are trying to win. Darko is coaching mid-game. He's trying to get the most out of the players, but is running rotations for this team to lose. And that's a reality of it. So in these types of games, you get some opportunities for development. You get some opportunities to try out some different things. And Jakob Poeltl let it fly early in the shot clock, early in this game, out there from the corner. And that is genuinely game-changing for this Raptors team. No, am I coming out and expecting Jakob Poeltl, in the next 2 weeks to be, Klay Thompson knocking down threes from the corner or anything like that? No. But what this means is Jakob Poeltl is putting in legitimate work out there on his three-point shot and is trying to add that to his bag. It's trying to add it to the arsenal, and it's getting to the point where he's able to throw it out there early in games. This wasn't, late 5 minutes left in the game. The Raptors are trying to lose. We're just hoisting up shots. Jakob Poeltl was confident enough early in this game to let it fly from out there from behind the three-point line, and that is huge because, of course, that is something that's like his one hole, the one glaring thing. That and free throw shooting. He doesn't space the floor out there in the front court, and he's a poor free throw shooter. But if he's been focused, if he's been putting in work, if he is really taking it serious to add that part to his game, then genuinely, he is one of the most perfect sort of ideal. Of course, he's not a superstar. He won't become a superstar doing this, but this is the level of thing that we saw Brook Lopez do late in his career when he was, because he was an all-star caliber center with the Nets for many years, and then the league started to change. He had a weird season there with the Los Angeles Lakers, got traded to the Bucks or left the Bucks for free agent. I don't know how he ended up on the Bucks, but then that man ended up becoming a 3-point sniper. And it started off with possessions with, moments like these where the shooter, they're getting reps, they're trying stuff out, and then it's like, oh, that's interesting, that's weird. And then before you know it, they become a knockdown 3-point shooter. Now, Brook Lopez is a miracle case. You don't really see that happen across the NBA that much. A guy late in his career adds something like that to his bag, but if Jakob Poeltl can even just, with everything else that he has, just become a threat, become a Jonas Valanciunas level 3-point shooter, that's going to open up the floor so much more for Scottie Barnes, for RJ Barrett, for Brandon Ingram when he's in there, for Immanuel Quickley. That is genuinely, has me amped up, because a lot of people have been saying in our comment section, yes, Jakob Poeltl's good, yes, it's this, but can you play him late in games in a playoff setting if they're going to, just foul him and let him go to the free throw line, if he's not going to be able to space the floor down in clutch situations where you want those downhill drives from your slashing wings and Scottie Barnes and RJ Barrett. And those are all legitimate things that, again, can be worked around, they can be adjusted, but if that's not a problem whatsoever, if he could just knock down some corner threes so the big man that's out there can't just leave him out there on an island if he's not chilling in the dunker, that is legitimately something to get excited about. Now, it will take an off season. It will take many, don't expect even next year for him to be a 40% 3-point shooter, shooting them at a high volume by any means. But if it started now, and we get to, use the back half of the season to try things out, to try different things, he gets a little bit more comfortable shooting them, shooting that 3-point block, I am very, very excited about that sort of development. So that's a big thing to take away from this game. Again, he shot this thing, man, with confidence. He shot it, let it fly. He was sagging by Donovan Clingan, and he just let that thing fly from the corner. So good stuff out there on Jakob Poeltl, knocking down that shot and actually throwing that out there in a game. So that's a huge positive. But of course, the Toronto Raptors did lose this game. This isn't like a full I won't run through the entire stuff, but the Raptors, they were up the entire way. It looked like the team was going to come out and get this W, but the Blazers, they want to run down the stretch late in this game, and it's good to see. It's good to see because this team, they've been winning a ton of games late, and it looked like the Blazers and the Spurs could be two teams that would catch them in the tankathon standings. The Blazers are right on their tail as well. So it was what it was. It's nice that there's a team out there that can beat our G Leaguers. But overall, there was a lot of players that played well tonight. Ochai Agbaji played well in this one, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. These are big games for him to get the ball in his hands and try out some different stuff. Jameson Ballard knocked down 3 threes, which is a positive. Scottie, 4 of 11 from the field. Maybe you'd expect him to dominate a little bit more in these games, but it's a weird situation going on right now. Shead, as the starting point guard at the highest plus-minus, looked really good. 10.6 assists. He just knows how to facilitate a team, so that is great to see. And probably our after the hot stretch, a couple near 30 piece, and I think he had 18 points in the game against Utah Jazz. A.G. Lawson was a bit more cold today, not knocking down his threes, but still had 6 assists, had 8 rebounds, proving that he is a diamond in the rough for this Raptors squad. Temple got to fire up some shots out there from the bench. So wild stuff out there happening right now for this Raptors squad. But yeah, the Raptors completed their goal. They completed their mission. And we'll see if they're able to, they play the Warriors, who've been really good with Jimmy Butler as of late. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start, the Sixers get some wins, the Nets get some wins. Maybe they fall back down to the bottom 5, but it is a very, very light schedule to close off this year. So we'll keep you updated on how things are going with this Raptor squad. You guys are the best thing as far. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Anyways, I'm signing out. Cheers.